Greetings, people. Yard Reviews. This is the show where we give you a multicultural perspective on all things TV and film. I'm your host, Sadiq Johnston. I'm also joined by my co-host, Irv.
Hello.
And Dan behind the camera.
Of course.
Alright, so this is the movie news section of the show where we're just going to talk about some tidbits of news that have been going on throughout the week. So, Irv, what's the first topic of discussion?
First of all, Michael Keaton is in talks for the McDonald's origin story, which has been based on like a social network type drama.
Yeah, but I heard like social network mixed with There Will Be Blood, so you know it's going to be kind of gritty, dark.
I hope so. I don't want to see Ronald McDonald.
No way. But I mean, I think. The real true story behind it is that like I think the McDonald's brothers, they wanted to do like a wholesome, family restaurant thing, and this
the guy saw the money.
Who's to be played by Michael Keaton is the ruthless guy who basically takes the McDonald's name and turns it into this multi-billion dollar franchise. Yeah. So, I'm interested in seeing it. And like, listen, Michael Keaton now has been the most in-demand actor since Birdman. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be truthful honest.
Yeah.
A movie like Need for Speed wasn't such a good movie, but his presence in that movie elevated that movie. Like every time you heard Mike, he was just this radio announcer guy.
Yeah.
And every time that he was in the movie, he was just so cool.
Yeah.
Like his voice, how he was doing his thing, how he set up the races. It was just cool. You saw Need for Speed, Dan?
No, I didn't see it.
Well, Dan, I mean...
Car fan like you?
Dan, trust me, you disappointed me,
Is it better than Fast and the Furious?
No, it's not. But no.
Why would I watch it?
No, the reason why you'd watch it is because it's Need for Speed and it's with fancy cars, it's with Bugattis and all these fancy cars that you like, and all these European cars that you like. So I figured that you'd probably want to get down on that, but you should get down on it.
Yeah,
it's a guilty movie pleasure. But Michael Keaton is the bright light to that film.
Yeah.
Even in RoboCop, the RoboCop reboot or whatever, Michael Keaton was the villain and he was brilliant in that. So it's like taking it to the next notch with Birdman, and now he's going to be in Skull Island. Plus, he's going to be in talks for this as well.
Spotlight.
Listen, really and truly, this is Michael Keaton's year. If he gets the Oscar, it's going to be his year.
Even if he doesn't,
it's going to be his year.
It's the most talked about film.
It brought him back on the map.
Yeah.
And this right now is an ill casting. And listen, I'm actually more interested in watching it because he'll be the lead. So I'm down with that. So that's good news. So next topic.
Some not so good news. Depends on how you see it. Tom Hardy is out of Suicide Squad.
Yep.
And there's talks that Jake Gyllenhaal might replace him.
Well, here's the thing. Tom Hardy, losing him, of course, disappointment. But to be honest with you, Tom Hardy is he's like a machine. All right, this guy is doing The Revenant, which is the same guy who directed Birdman, directing him and Leonardo DiCaprio
he's in
this revenge movie. Right, so he's doing that. Plus, by the time he's finished with The Revenant, he has to do promo for Mad Max. Yeah. And come on, you know what I mean? Like what do you expect him to do? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a lot. And he's doing Legend.
So you have to understand, and who he might be in Peaky Blinders season 3, hopefully. So I mean, you don't know what's going on.
It was a lot, and to do an action comic film, it takes a lot.
It takes a lot altogether, right?
And it's a franchise, so
exactly. So he's going to be in multiple contract, multiple picture deals.
He doesn't seem like a franchise kind of guy anyway.
Well, Mad Max might turn out to be a franchise. Who knows? Sure. And that might be a good franchise to be involved in. But anyway, think about this. He's too busy. That's fine. Jake Gyllenhaal. Let's just say, for instance, Jake Gyllenhaal is the person that is going to replace him, right? Yeah. This is happening because hasn't been confirmed.
No.
He's supposedly in talks. He's good with the director. Yeah. So it might be the go-to guy to replace him. And don't think of Jake Gyllenhaal as a go-to guy because we'll get into the Oscar nominations and we'll talk about some snubs. And I feel that Jake Gyllenhaal was snubbed because Nightcrawler was phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal. And his performance of that character was absolutely insane.
He's a good
actor.
He knows how to transform into these roles.
All right, listen.
And become these.
If you've seen Nightcrawler, he's in this new movie called Southpaw where he's a boxer. If you've seen the pictures of how he looks, dude is a beast. And,
are you telling me this now and I could have seen pictures of him?
Well, you know what? I'm not even going there. But the dude beast. Just look for the picture of Southpaw, Jay. You're not going to believe it's him. It doesn't even look like him.
Is he all hand?
Anything and he can't play a superhero?
Yo, he could be my
Anyway, let's not even go there. So anyway, Jake Gyllenhaal is he muscle up for Southpaw. He can be Rick Flag straight.
He can do because he was in what was that action? Not the video
Prince
game.
of Persia.
Yeah, so he.
Yeah, well, I mean,
can I just say Prince of Persia was dope?
And it
was actually not dope. But anyway, no, it wasn't. It was
however, the most successful.
It was but he was a good part. He was a good part of that movie.
But let's just give you the numbers. It was the most successful adaptation of a game to movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still. Anyway, stop. I should have never even put you on that.
No.
Anyway, so Jake Gyllenhaal, as far as him being Rick Flag, I'm down for that.
He can do it.
He can do it. And you can see he transformed from the skinny guy Bloom into this fighter for Southpaw. Yeah. Just like that. So he can transform mold into roles. He has that dedication like Bale and Tom Hardy and all these actors to go beyond what they are physically to portray this role. Matthew McConaughey, all of them did it. Yeah. Transform themselves physically to do these insane roles so they can do it. But anyway, I'm down for that. So yeah, we can move on and stop looking at the picture.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the snubs that you were talking about. The Oscar nominations were out and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So there's been controversy that some films and some actors haven't been recognised. So for example, Selma wasn't recognised.
I saw Selma a couple of days ago. And let me tell you something. It is a phenomenal film.
Yeah. I'll be watching that. We're going to review that. So.
Yeah, we are. So look forward to that review coming out next week, guys. But listen.
Selma was snubbed. Jake Gyllenhaal was snubbed for Best Actor.
Well, that too.
The Lego Movie was snubbed, and Everything Is Not Awesome.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy. But I mean, to be honest with you, I watched the Lego Movie. I enjoyed it. I really don't know why.
That was one of the most original, fun
animated films. Yeah, it was lovely. It was
and like they created but it was like so dope. It's like what Pixar have done all through their history of animation, where they create these programs so that they can do like
do these things.
They did. If you saw,
but it wasn't Pixar though.
No, I'm just saying. But like they create programs for just so that the hair could move in real life. Do you know what I mean?
Of course,
so they create this program so it looked like Lego, like the water was Lego.
Yeah, everything was Lego.
That's insane. And to not be nominated, it's just
as one of the best
ridiculous
animated movies. A real shame, a real crying shame. But I can tell you this. That was a snub that I felt. I felt also of course Selma snub. Yeah. Also felt that Jake Gyllenhaal was snubbed as well. I said before. So I mean those were really like the main things that stuck out to me. I really thought. I mean I watched American Sniper and I did think that Bradley Cooper did deserve a nomination. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to lie to you. Straight up. Yeah. The Best Actor nominations were very stacked, as in very stacked. So I can tell you this, like. There's a lot of people that did some phenomenal work as far as like the acting
Steve
part,
Carell,
right?
Bradley
Everybody,
Cooper,
like
Benedict
these people,
Cumberbatch, Michael Keaton. Anyway, it's like a heavy
and even somebody like Jake, like you can say everybody did so phenomenal that if a person didn't make it, you're like, all right, fine. Yeah. Because there were so many phenomenal performances. We had a lovely year, a great year, like. 2020 was a great year of some solid performances. Yeah. Very, very solid. So everybody that's been on that nominations list deserves it 110%. And the people that are not there, it's a shame because it's just that everybody was just so good. Yeah. You know what I mean? They were just so good. So you can't really complain at that aspect. I mean, Best Supporting Actress, listen, you put Meryl Streep in a commercial, she will get nominated. All right, straight up. Meryl Streep is just a goddess. You know what I mean? Like she is Academy Gold. She's the greatest actress in our generation, of our and my mom's generation. Like she is that woman. You know what I mean? She is that person. So like she's always gonna be in talks. Anything that she does, it is it.
You don't think there's anybody doper than Meryl Streep?
I'm not saying there's not anybody dope.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you who's on her heels and who's Julianne Moore. Because I've heard raves about Still. I haven't watched Still Alice yet. Yeah. But dude, Julianne Moore though, even for her career, she is getting up there, dude. And I think she has like 5 nominations so far. This is like her 5th or 6th. But she, dog, right now, her level, right now, she's getting up there, bro. I have to remember that Meryl Streep's been in the game for years. 30, 40 years. You understand what I'm saying? This girl's been doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And her history is crazy because you know that her boyfriend, the only man she ever loved, was the guy who played Fredo. I can't pronounce his name. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
When he played Fredo in The Godfather.
Yeah.
So he died of like cancer, and she used to live with him, and they was living together, and she stayed with him all up until his death.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's real deep. You have some history, and I'm dropping knowledge on you people. There's some really moving knowledge. But that was the only man she'd ever loved, yo. That's why she's never been in any other serious relationships like since then.
Yeah.
That was just the guy that just had her heart, yo.
Yeah.
Deep. Really deep. But yeah, let's move on. I mean, we already talked about the snubs. What next is there to talk about?
So Brad Pitt, Christian Bale, and Ryan Gosling are going to be in.
But you're missing out something. They've just added another actor.
Who?
Steve Carell.
What do you mean?
Steve Carell.
Oh yes. Yeah. So those three, and now in addition to Steve Carell, are going to be in The Big Short. And it's based on a book written by Michael Lewis, which is about everything that happened with the financial and economic crisis and what led to that, and just the whole story and what we've kind of been living through basically.
Well, listen, and I heard Brad Pitt is producing it. His Plan B
his
film company is producing it as well.
Yeah.
Listen, Brad Pitt been doing some crazy things. If you guys didn't know, Brad Pitt produced 12 Years a Slave. His company Plan B did a lot of producing of these big films, and let me just be honest with you, like he, as far as like elevating from an actor to a producer to like to with his company and doing all these films. I mean, Brad Pitt made a zombie movie that had a heart. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, like and is, you know, a big success. I mean, he is picking out these films and doing these things and making these moves as a veteran. And then now you get Ryan Gosling, you get Christian Bale, right? You get and you just got Steve Carell fresh off an Oscar nod. You know what I mean? Oscar nod. So like you get these guys who are just like
top of the game.
Top of the game. People like and you're putting them together in a film like this is a must watch. Right? This is a must watch. I think this is Adam McKay. I think he's directing it. I think he also played the script.
Yeah, he's writing it.
And I mean he is this is what you call Oscar gold. I mean this right here, if it doesn't get talked about, if it doesn't get talked about next year, then it's a big joke. It must have been a big flop. So yeah, we can move on.
David Fincher and Ben Affleck are teaming up together to remake Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, which I think is going to be quite cool.
That, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, what they did with Gone Girl was phenomenal, and like, okay, remakes, I'm all for them, but if you want to remake a Hitchcock film, no better person to do it than Fincher. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get a person that can bring it to that dark zone and yet still keep it grounded.
Which is what Hitchcock was about.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like very dark but very grounded, and like I think that Fincher,
it all kind of plays out in your mind.
Can definitely pull it off. I mean, come on, look at his movies. I mean, Seven. I mean, if you look at the movies that Fincher make, like his dark
psychological
films,
sort of.
Even Gone Girl, you know, just like these psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
And they're just keeping it at the edge of your seat, and like you're thinking like, you know, what's gonna happen next, and you know, Hitchcock is known for that, and like for him to take over Strangers on a Train, which is just a phenomenal film. And
it's gonna be really cool to watch.
Yeah, and like and trust me, Ben Affleck right now he's at the top of his game as far as acting is concerned. Dude is Batman, dude is directing, dude is just doing it. You know what I mean? So trust me, put those two together, magic has to happen. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, next topic.
So finally, Martin Scorsese is directing a short film. Yeah. And like the ad for that came out recently. Did you watch it?
Haven't seen it, but I heard. Is it Leonardo DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro are both in it, which is quite weird to watch, but it's quite funny to like when you see it. It's really actually quite funny and it's entertaining. So the short film's called The Audition, and it's just there's not a lot about
who are the stars. Who are the stars?
So Leonardo, and Robert De Niro and Brad Pitt in one film together. Scorsese is directing.
Wow.
It's apparently they're getting paid like at least $10 million each.
Listen.
Really
to be honest with you, like Scorsese can say I'm going to direct up a Chevrolet commercial. I'm going to give him like 50 mil and just be like go insane, because dude can do that. Dude has a clout. Anything can happen, and he's just, like I said, one of the greatest filmmakers in our generation and beyond that, and he's also one of the greatest filmmakers to ever do it. So
it's gonna be historic.
Yeah. And I mean, Brad Pitt, he's never directed Brad Pitt in a film
That's
ever.
going to be really cool.
And that is going to be dope. And Brad Pitt has, he was Fincher's muse at one point. I think now Fincher kind of moving over to Ben Affleck now, since he kind of got with that. So I guess they're doing more stuff together after that Gone Girl thing. So I guess he's kind of like you know, moving on. But I mean, like I said, every director has their muse. I mean, Tony Scott had Denzel. You know what I mean? Like Tony Scott had Denzel for his muse. I mean, like Ridley Scott had Russell Crowe. You know what I mean? Like everybody, like every director has this act. I mean, what you call it? Tarantino had Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Like every director has a muse, that one actor that they just be like, yeah, this is the person who I want to star my film, and this is the person I want to, you know, mold my career around. This is the actor I want to. I mean, Spielberg had Tom Hanks, but Tom Hanks knows is in his new muse.
Tim Burton has Helena Bonham Carter.
They're together.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, but even Michael Keaton.
And Michael Keaton.
Yes.
He had like 3 movies. Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Then from
Johnny
90s
Depp.
up to Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And it will always be under the Helena Bonham Carter. But I mean, listen. Realistically speaking, every director, they like to work with a particular actor or a particular certain type of actors around them. It's just their muse. They inspire them, and that's what gives them.
And it produces magic.
I mean, look at it. Martin Scorsese, his muse was Robert De Niro. Then after that, boom, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, it was Robert De Niro that went to Scorsese and was like, "Yo, this dude Leo, you need to watch him. He's dope." And then that's what made everything happen, and that's how these things. And that's why he said if it wasn't for Leonardo DiCaprio, he wouldn't be directing movies at this age, at this time. It was Leo kept him in the game.
Imagine that. That's
Leo basically kept Scorsese, because he said that he just, like, you know, De Niro was getting old.
Yeah.
He's getting old. He didn't know what happened, and then Leonardo was like, I want to work with you, dude. You're just amazing. You're Scorsese. I mean, come on, let's do it. And he was like, all right, I'm ready. Felt like a young kid again. And started doing movies like so I'm like, that's it. You just need that person to stimulate you. But anyway, that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's
all right.
Eventful first week.
Great first week. I'm glad to be back, guys. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to the show. YouTube.com/YardaReviews. Email us at yardy.reviews@gmail.com, as well as follow us on Twitter at YardaReviews. Also, link on to Irv's WordPress. That is bigpicturesmallscreen.wordpress.com. She just did an interview with
my friend
producer.
Andrea.
Yep,
she's
Andrea.
on there. She's an up-and-coming producer. Check that out.
Check it out. And listen, check out all the reviews. Everything is on there. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support. Me, Irv Dan, signing out. Big up yourself.